This program is brought to you by Ministry of Education and Vocational Training, UNICEF, and the Global Partnership for Education.
Hello my dear viewer, welcome to our lovely program. My name is Mr. Ali. Do you remember squares of numbers? Do you remember squares of numbers? Now, watch the table of squares of whole numbers up to 10. Dear viewer, can you tell me how do we get 4 from the square of numbers? Can you tell me how do we get 4 from the squares of numbers? Very good. It is a 2 squared. It's 2 squared. So this 2 squared is equal to 2 times 2. And what is the result? The result is 4. We say the square of 2 is equal to 4. Or 4 is the square of 2. We say 4 is the square of 2. Very good. And how do we get 9? How do we get 9? Well, it is a 3 squared. This is 3 squared. 3 squared, this is equal to 3 times 3, and this is equal to 9. Very good. So can you tell me how do we get 16? Good. It is a 4 squared. Very good. Square of 1 is what? Is 1. The square of 2 is 4. Very good. And the square of 3 is 9. Very good. Square of 4, 16. Very good. And the square of 5 is 25. Very good. Dear viewer, do you remember squares of numbers? Good. Let me remind you with few examples. Please follow me. Okay. So 1 squared is equal to 1. Very good. It's equal to 1. And 2 squared. What is 2 squared? It's 4. Very good. This is 4. And what about 3 squared? Good. It's 9. It's equal to 9. My dear viewer, can you reverse the numbers? Can you reverse the numbers? How do we get 2 from 4? How do we get 2 from 4? And how do we get 3 from 9? Show them. Very good. We reverse by taking square root of the number. We reverse by taking square root of the number. if 2 squared is equal to 4, if 2 squared is equal to 4, then the square root of 4 is 2. If 2 squared is equal to 4, then the square root of 4 is equal to 2. Take a square root here. Square root of 4 is equal to 2. The same case, if 3 squared is 9, then the square root of 9 is a 3. Very good. Square root of 9 is right here, is equal to 3. What about 16? If 4 squared is 16, what is the square root of 16? Is 4. Very good. So the square root of 16 here is equal to 4. Meaning that the number which is squared to give 9 is a 3, and the number which is squared to give 16 is 4, and also the number which is squared to give 4 is 2. Very good. To find the square root of a given number means find another number which can be squared to give the given number. Simply, it is the reverse of the table of squares. For example, the square root of 9 is 3, and the square root of 4 is 2. Okay, it is your turn now to find the square root of 64. You may use the table of squares. Find the square root of 64. It is now your turn. So find the square root of 64. Find the square root of 64. What is your answer? What is your answer? Very good. The square root of 64 is 8. Since 8 squared is equal to 64. Very good. Therefore, the square root of 64 is equal to 8. Square root of 64 is equal to 8. Very good. Okay, now try to find the square root of 121. Try to find the square root of 121. You may use the table of square. What is your answer? Very good. The square root of 121 is equal to 11. Very good. It is equal to 11. To find the square root of 121, we find the number which can be multiplied by itself 2 times to get 121. We find the number which can be multiplied by itself 2 times to get 121. So this number is what? Is 11. Therefore, the square root of 121 is equal to 11. Dear pupils and other viewers, we have done a wonderful work. So now, stand up to praise ourselves. Stand up to praise ourselves. So, we will clap by square root mode. We'll flip by square root mode. So can you tell me what is the square root of 9? 3. Very good. And what is the square root of 4? Is 2. Very good. And can you tell me the square root of 1? What is the square root of 1? 1. Very good. Okay, let's clap together. Let's clap together. Let's clap together. Okay. 9 squared. 1, 2, 3. 4 squared. 1, 2. And 1 squared. 1. Wonderful. Very good, very good. Take your seat. Sit down now. Thank you. Now, copy the following questions for more practice. Copy the following questions for more practice. Find the square root of the following numbers. Find the square root of the following numbers. Number 1, square root of 81. Number 1, square root of 81. Number 2, square root of 169. Number 2, square root of 169. Number 3, square root of 225. Number 3, square root of 225. Dear viewer, here is the end of our lesson for today. You are with me, Mr. Ali. See you next lesson. Bye-bye.
This program is brought to you by Ministry of Education and Vocational Training, UNICEF, and the Global Partnership for Education.